Scammers are also targeting credit and debit cards this holiday season. Just the other day, Santa Rosa County deputies found cloned gift cards and skimming devices during a traffic stop. So what can you do to protect yourself? Liam Rivera has some answers.
10 debit card scams that do not need your card or PIN. You might think your bank account is safe as long as your physical debit card stays in your wallet and your personal identification number remains a secret in your mind. This is a common misconception. Modern financial fraud has evolved past plastic cards and 4-digit codes. Today, scammers bypass those barriers to access your checking account using alternative methods that target the underlying data. We are counting down the 10 debit card scams that do not require your physical card or your personal identification number to drain your funds. Watch until number 1, because it uses basic mathematics to bypass bank security systems. Let us begin. Number 10. The digital wallet provisioning exploit. You receive a text message from your bank alerting you to a suspicious transaction. A few minutes later, your phone rings. The caller ID displays the name of your financial institution. The representative on the phone informs you that someone is attempting to make a large purchase in another state. To stop the transaction, the representative tells you they are sending a 6-digit verification code to your mobile phone. They ask you to read the code back to them to verify your identity and cancel the fraudulent charge. You read the code. The representative thanks you, assures you the account is secure, and ends the call. You feel relieved. In reality, the caller was a scammer. They obtained your 16-digit debit card number, expiration date, and security code from a recent corporate data breach. However, they did not want to use the raw card numbers online because that often triggers fraud alerts. Instead, they typed your card information into the Apple Pay or Google Wallet application on their own smartphone. When you add a new card to a digital wallet, the bank requires a 2-factor authentication code to approve the provisioning request. The bank sent that code to your phone. By reading the code to the caller, you authorized your bank to link your debit card directly to the scammer's smartphone. The scammer can now walk into any retail store, hold their phone up to the payment terminal, and tap to pay using your funds. They do not need your physical card, and because the digital wallet uses biometric authentication on the scammer's device, they do not need your personal identification number. A 34-year-old teacher named Michael lost $2,000 in electronics purchases after a scammer provisioned his card to a new device. The bank initially denied his claim because the transactions were authenticated through a digital wallet, making them appear legitimate. To prevent this, you must treat verification codes with strict caution. Banks send these codes to authorize actions, not to cancel them. You should never read a 6-digit code over the phone to anyone who calls you. While this scam requires the criminal to make a phone call to manipulate you, the next method requires you to willingly sign up for a service online. Number 9. The free trial subscription trap. You are browsing social media and see an advertisement for a new health supplement, a skincare product, or a streaming service. The advertisement offers a free trial for 30 days. It states you only need to pay $4.99 to cover the shipping and handling costs. You click the link, enter your shipping address, and type your debit card details into the checkout page. The items arrive in the mail a few days later. You try the product, decide it is average, and move on with your life. The next month, you review your bank statement and notice a charge for $99 from the same company. You review the following month and see another charge for $99. You call the company to demand a refund, but the customer service agent points out a clause hidden deep within the terms and conditions. The clause states that by accepting the free trial, you agreed to enroll in a recurring monthly subscription if you did not cancel within 14 days. This is a negative option billing scheme. The company obtained your debit card number during the initial shipping transaction. For online purchases and recurring billing agreements, merchants do not need your personal identification number or the physical magnetic stripe. They process the subsequent charges using the card-on-file data. A 45-year-old contractor named David lost nearly $500 over 5 months to a diet pill subscription he thought was a one-time purchase. When he disputed the charges, his bank pointed to the user agreement he accepted during the checkout process. Disentangling your account from these recurring charges often requires you to cancel your current debit card and request a new one to sever the billing connection. To avoid this trap, you should read the fine print on any free trial offer. Furthermore, you can use virtual burner cards for online trials. These virtual cards allow you to set a maximum spending limit of $5. When the merchant attempts to charge the $99 subscription fee 30 days later, the virtual card declines the transaction, protecting your primary checking account. Subscriptions drain your account over a long period, but number 8 empties your funds in one single transaction using search engines. Number 8. The fake hotel booking agent. You are planning a vacation and need to book a hotel room. You open a search engine and type the name of a well-known hotel chain followed by the word reservations. You look at the first result at the top of the page. It displays a toll-free phone number. You call the number, and an agent answers the phone using the name of the hotel chain. You provide your travel dates, select a room type, and give the agent your name and email address. To secure the reservation, the agent asks for your debit card number, the expiration date, and the 3-digit security code on the back. You read the numbers aloud. The agent confirms your booking and says an email receipt will arrive shortly. The receipt never arrives. When you travel to the hotel 2 weeks later and approach the front desk, the clerk tells you there is no reservation under your name. You check your bank account and realize the money was deducted on the day you made the phone call. You did not call the hotel. Cybercriminals purchase sponsored advertisements on search engines. They bid on keywords related to hotel reservations, airline ticketing, and car rentals. Their advertisement appears above the organic search results, displaying a phone number connected to a scam call center. When you provide your card details over the phone, the scammer types them into a payment gateway they control. This is a card not present transaction. The merchant network processes the payment based on the 16 digits and the expiration date. Your physical card stays in your wallet, and your personal identification number is irrelevant. A 52-year-old nurse lost $800 trying to book a weekend getaway because she dialed a sponsored search result. The scammers processed the payment through a shell company registered overseas. To prevent this, you should bypass search engines when making travel arrangements. Type the official web address of the hotel or airline directly into your browser URL bar. If you need to call customer service, locate the phone number on the official contact page of the verified website. Booking a hotel requires your active participation over the phone, but number 7 steals your money using the utility bills you already pay. Number 7. The account and routing number snatch. Your debit card is simply a plastic tool that acts as a bridge to your checking account. The true foundation of your account consists of 2 specific pieces of information: the routing number, which identifies your specific bank, and your account number, which identifies your specific ledger. You provide these 2 numbers frequently. You use them when you set up direct deposit with your employer, when you establish automatic payments for your electric bill, and when you write a physical paper check. If a criminal obtains these 2 numbers, your physical debit card becomes unnecessary. Scammers use stolen account and routing numbers to generate electronic checks. This process utilizes the automated clearinghouse network. The automated clearinghouse network facilitates the transfer of funds between bank accounts across the country. The criminal types your account and routing numbers into a payment portal to pay their own credit card bills, purchase goods online, or transfer funds to a prepaid card. The merchant sends a request through the network to your bank asking for the funds. Because the routing and account numbers match an active account, your bank approves the transfer and deducts the money. A 60-year-old retiree named Patricia had her account numbers compromised when she mailed a check to pay her water bill. Someone intercepted the envelope in the postal system, copied the numbers printed at the bottom of the check, and used them to pay $3,000 toward a personal auto loan. The transactions appeared on her statement as generic electronic withdrawals. The criminals never possessed her debit card and never needed her personal identification number. They attacked the underlying architecture of the bank account itself. To defend against this, you should monitor your bank statements for unauthorized automated clearinghouse withdrawals. Federal law provides protection for unauthorized electronic transfers, but you must report the discrepancies within 60 days of the statement date to secure a refund. Electronic checks rely on older banking infrastructure, but number 6 uses the modern payment applications sitting on your home screen. Number 6. The peer-to-peer application exploit. You download a peer-to-peer payment application like Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle to send money to your friends and split dinner bills. To fund these transactions, the application prompts you to link your debit card or your checking account. You type the card numbers into the application settings, and the platform establishes a secure connection. The security risk occurs when a scammer gains access to your payment application account. This happens through various methods. A criminal might send a phishing email claiming your payment account is locked, prompting you to click a link and enter your login credentials. Alternatively, a scammer might orchestrate a phone porting attack to intercept your text messages and reset your application password. Once the scammer logs into your payment application, they have indirect access to your debit card. They do not need to know the actual card numbers. The application already holds the authorization to pull funds from your bank. The scammer initiates transfers from your linked debit card to other accounts they control within the application network. The application communicates with your bank, requests the funds, and processes the transaction. Because the request originates from a verified application you intentionally linked, the bank's fraud detection algorithms often view the transaction as a routine transfer. A 28-year-old graphic designer lost $4,000 when a scammer accessed his peer-to-peer payment account. The scammer executed 10 consecutive transfers of $400, pulling the funds directly from the linked debit card. The bank rejected the initial fraud claim, stating the transactions originated from an authorized third-party service. To mitigate this risk, you should unlink your debit card from peer-to-peer applications when you are not actively using them. Furthermore, you should enable multi-factor authentication on all payment applications using an authenticator application rather than text messages to secure the login process. Peer-to-peer applications are a known security concern, but number 5 uses the charities you trust to capture your information. Number 5, the disaster relief phishing link. A major natural disaster occurs, dominating the news cycle. You see images of destroyed homes and displaced families. You feel compelled to help. While scrolling through your social media feed, you see a sponsored post from a charity organizing a relief fund. The post includes compelling photographs and a link to donate. You click the link and arrive at a website that looks professional. It features the logo of a known humanitarian organization and a secure donation form. You fill out your name, address, and email. You type your 16-digit debit card number, expiration date, and security code to make a $50 donation. You click Submit, the page thanks you for your contribution, and you receive an email receipt. The website was a fraudulent clone. Cybercriminals monitor global events and quickly register domain names that mimic legitimate charities. They build functioning payment portals designed to capture card data. When you submit the form, the scammers harvest your information. They process the initial $50 charge to maintain the illusion of a legitimate donation, but they save your card details in a database. Days later, they use the captured data to make large purchases on retail websites. This is a classic card-not-present fraud scheme. The scammers exploit your empathy and the urgency of a crisis. Because you voluntarily typed your information into their form, they bypass the need for a physical card or a personal identification number. A 40-year-old accountant named Susan intended to donate $100 to hurricane relief efforts. She clicked a link in an unsolicited email and submitted her debit card details. Within 3 days, her account registered multiple fraudulent charges totaling $1,200 for airline tickets. To ensure your donations reach the intended recipients and your data remains secure, you should never click links in emails or social media advertisements to donate. You should navigate directly to the official website of established organizations or use verification platforms like Charity Navigator to confirm the legitimacy of the fund before providing your payment details. Fake websites are common traps, but number 4 hides inside the browser you use to surf the internet every day. Number 4, the malicious browser extension. You want to save money while shopping online. You search for tools to help you find discounts and discover a browser extension that promises to automatically apply coupon codes at checkout. You click Install, and the extension integrates into your web browser. The extension works. When you visit a retail website, it finds a discount code and saves you 10% on your purchase. You continue shopping online, visiting various websites, and typing your debit card details into different checkout forms. The botnets navigate to low-security merchant websites, such as small charity donation pages or digital gift card stores, that do not implement strict velocity checks or require the 3-digit security code for low-value transactions. The botnet attempts to process a $1 transaction for each generated card number. Most of the transactions decline because the generated account numbers do not exist. However, by testing thousands of numbers per minute, the software eventually finds a match. A generated number happens to align with your active debit card account. When the $1 test charge approves, the software flags your card number as valid. The scammers now have an active debit card number. They subsequently use automated scripts to guess the expiration date. Since cards typically expire within a 5-year window, there are only 60 possible combinations for an expiration date, which a computer can test in seconds. Once the software confirms the full card details, the scammers use the information to make massive purchases on retail websites. A major retail bank reported a significant surge in fraudulent charges originating from automated BIN attacks. Thousands of customers reported unauthorized transactions despite never using their cards online. The attack bypassed personal identification numbers and physical security because it exploited the mathematical predictability of the payment network itself. Because you cannot prevent a computer from guessing your card number, your primary defense is mitigation. You should set up strict transactional alerts on your bank account to notify you of any charge, no matter how small. A $1 charge from an unknown merchant is often the precursor to a larger attack. Furthermore, limiting your reliance on debit cards provides systemic protection. Using credit cards for transactions isolates the risk to the bank's ledger rather than your personal checking account. The financial system relies on interconnected networks and digital data. While physical security measures like EMV chips and personal identification numbers protect you at the ATM and the grocery store checkout lane, the digital landscape presents a different set of challenges. Scammers target the data structures, the communication channels, and the human element to bypass traditional barriers. By understanding how these 10 methods operate, you can identify the warning signs. You can scrutinize links, monitor your account statements, limit application permissions, and control your digital footprint. Your awareness is the most effective tool to secure your funds against invisible threats. If you have encountered any of these methods or noticed suspicious charges on your account, leave a comment detailing your experience. Documenting these incidents helps raise awareness and educates others on the realities of modern financial fraud. If this detailed review provided valuable information regarding the security of your bank account, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We will continue to examine digital security vulnerabilities, analyze fraud methodologies, and provide strategies to maintain your financial safety. Stay cautious, review your statements regularly, and secure your digital transactions. However, the developers of the coupon extension included a secondary function in the software code. The extension operates as form-grabbing malware. It has permission to read the data on the web pages you visit. When you navigate to a checkout page and type your debit card number, the extension actively records your keystrokes. Before the data is encrypted and sent to the retailer, the extension copies the numbers, the expiration date, and the security code. It transmits this harvested data to an external server controlled by the developers. The criminals accumulate thousands of card numbers from users who installed the extension. They bundle these numbers and sell them in bulk on dark web marketplaces. The buyers use the data to commit e-commerce fraud. A 31-year-old software developer named Kevin noticed a series of unauthorized charges on his bank account. He possessed his physical card and had never shared his personal identification number. An investigation revealed that a free productivity extension he installed on his browser was logging his financial data during online purchases. To defend against this invisible data harvesting, you must audit your browser extensions. You should only install extensions from reputable developers and review the permissions they request. If a simple ad blocker or coupon tool requests permission to read and change all data on the websites you visit, you should view it as a severe security risk. Browser extensions require you to actively download them, but number 3 uses public networks to intercept your data through the air. Number 3, the unencrypted Hotspot intercept. You are sitting in an airport terminal or a local coffee shop waiting for a flight or a meeting. You open your laptop or smartphone and connect to the free public Wi-Fi network provided by the venue. You decide to use the downtime to pay a bill, order a gift online, or review your bank statement. You type your debit card information into a payment portal. As you click Submit, the data leaves your device and travels across the local network to the router. If the public Wi-Fi network is unencrypted, or if a cybercriminal is operating a rogue hotspot with a similar name, your data is vulnerable in transit. A criminal sitting a few tables away can run network analysis software, commonly known as a packet sniffer, to monitor the traffic flowing across the network. When you transmit your payment details over an unsecured connection, the packet sniffer intercepts the data packets. The criminal views your raw debit card number, expiration date, and security code in plain text on their screen. This is a man-in-the-middle attack. The criminal intercepts the communication between your device and the destination server. They do not need to steal your physical wallet. They simply pluck the digital information out of the air. A 55-year-old sales manager named Robert used a hotel lobby Wi-Fi network to purchase a train ticket. A hacker operating a rogue hotspot named Hotel Guest Free Wi-Fi intercepted the transaction. The hacker captured Robert's debit card details and processed fraudulent charges before Robert even checked out of the hotel. To protect your data on public networks, you should avoid conducting financial transactions or logging into sensitive accounts while connected to open Wi-Fi. If you must transmit payment data in public, you should use a virtual private network. A virtual private network encrypts your internet traffic before it leaves your device, creating a secure tunnel that renders the data unreadable to packet sniffers. Network interception requires the criminal to be in your physical vicinity, but number 2 uses your own computer against you from miles away. Number 2, the remote desktop support scam. You are browsing the internet when your screen locks up. A large, urgent pop-up window appears displaying a prominent warning message. It claims your computer is infected with a severe virus or that your software license has expired. The message provides a toll-free technical support phone number and instructs you to call immediately to prevent data loss. You call the number. A representative answers and offers to diagnose the issue. They instruct you to download and install a remote access application, such as AnyDesk or TeamViewer. These are legitimate software tools used by IT professionals, but scammers use them for fraud. Once you install the software and provide the connection code, the scammer takes control of your computer. You watch as your mouse cursor moves across the screen. The scammer opens command prompts and types complex codes to convince you that the computer is heavily infected. The scammer tells you the repair service costs $200. They ask you to log into your online banking portal to authorize an electronic check or to retrieve your debit card details. Once you log in, the scammer executes a screen blanking command. Your monitor goes black, displaying a message that the system is updating. While your screen is dark, the scammer uses their remote access to navigate your active banking session. They initiate wire transfers, authorize large automated clearinghouse payments, or process debit card transactions through online payment processors. Because they are using your computer, your IP address, and your active login session, the bank's security systems do not flag the activity as suspicious. A 70-year-old retiree lost $12,000 to a remote support scam. The scammer kept the screen black for 20 minutes while transferring funds from the checking account to an offshore cryptocurrency exchange. To avoid this, you must recognize that legitimate technology companies will never display pop-up warnings demanding you call a phone number. You should never grant remote access to your computer to an unsolicited caller, regardless of the claims they make about viruses or software errors. All the previous methods require some form of interaction, trickery, or software installation. But the final scam on our list requires no action from you at all. It relies entirely on algorithms and probability. Number 1, the brute force BIN attack. You are asleep in your home. Your debit card is secure in your wallet on the nightstand. You have not used public Wi-Fi. You have not clicked any phishing links, and your bank has not suffered a data breach. Yet, your checking account is drained through a series of unauthorized online purchases. You are a victim of a bank identification number attack, commonly known as a BIN attack. Every debit and credit card follows a specific mathematical structure. The first 6 to 8 digits of your card constitute the bank identification number. These digits identify the card network, such as Visa or MasterCard, and the specific issuing bank. These numbers are public knowledge. If a scammer knows you bank with a specific regional credit union, they can easily look up the bank identification number associated with that institution. The remaining digits on your card identify your specific account, followed by a final checksum digit calculated using the Loon algorithm. Cybercriminals do not need to steal your card number, they can simply guess it. Using automated software scripts, scammers take a known bank identification number and generate tens of thousands of potential account number combinations. The software applies the Loon algorithm to ensure every generated number is mathematically valid. The scammers then deploy botnets, networks of compromised computers, to test these generated numbers.